Hello, this is Eileen, the environmental educator. In this video, we're going to talk about Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos, and they are pushing for climate vaccines in your food supply. This was a November 20th, 2024 article in Slay News. And then on the 26th, Natural News, they called it a new anti-cow fart vaccine. They claim to save the planet from bursting into flames, is how Natural News, who will not give you good environmental information, we've been doing some videos about them, but it's funded by Gates and Bezos. And then on the 29th, another article on Natural News, burps, farts, and taxes. Denmark becomes the first country to tax farm animals' methane emissions. And that's what these vaccines are about, is to get farm animals, mostly cows, to emit less methane because it's a greenhouse gas. And now on November 30th, InfoWars talks about a European dairy giant, Arla. It said that it would be trialing a special food additive on its dairy cows in the UK to reduce their methane emissions. So some of this goes into the food supply for these animals too. That's what this is about. It's something that's in the food supply because they're working on the vaccines, from what I understand. And then on December 3rd, there's another article in Natural News about they want climate vaccines laced into the food supply. And then on December 9th, today is the 10th when I'm recording this, the Brits call for Bill Gates' arrest as they boycott toxic milk products containing anti-cow fart chemicals. So the Brits are trying to do something about it, being that they're the consumers, and they're just going to say, okay, then we're not going to have milk, I guess, which isn't really going to bother Bill Gates in the New World Order, who doesn't want you to have anything you're accustomed to or anything that would be good for you. But a little bit about methane. This is the EPA. Methane is a hydrocarbon that's a primary component of natural gas. It's also a greenhouse gas. So what a greenhouse gas is it's gases that retain the sun's warmth. The sun sends us rays in their short wavelength. So they come and they hit the earth. And then these short wave rays go through the greenhouse gases and hit Earth's surface. But then when the rays hit Earth's surface, they're redirected back into space. And when they bounce off of the Earth and go back into space, they become long wavelength rays. Those long wavelength rays are trapped by greenhouse gases. So the short wave rays go through the greenhouse gases, but the long wavelength rays are trapped by the gases. And this all happens in the troposphere, the first layer of Earth's atmosphere. So that's why they're saying that Earth is warming, because a lot more of the sun's rays are being trapped, leaving the atmosphere. Everybody knows carbon dioxide. Methane is the next leading greenhouse gas, along with CFCs and water vapors. And then we have methane. Methane, as the EPA says here, methane is 28 times more potent as carbon dioxide as trapping heat in the atmosphere. So the sun's rays come in, and this goes out to a carbon dioxide greenhouse gas, and you have one ray being retained by that carbon dioxide, but look at all the rays that are being retained by the methane. The methane is way more potent than the carbon dioxide. So that's why Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos, because they care so much about the planet. Okay, how much do they care? Well, here's emails I've sent to the Gates Foundation since 2017. There's 2018, 2019. I sent a lot in 2019, and we're still in 2019. Then 2020, 2021, 2023. There's some 2022s in here. They never reply to you. Okay, that's how much Bill Gates cares about actual real solutions. He won't allow them. Even though on Anderson Cooper, on a 60-minute segment, he took Anderson to his favorite burger joint and he told him, we got to get rid of all this packaging, but will he? No, I've been asking him to do it. It's in my book and he won't. He cares that much. And Jeff Bezos, now I've been hitting up the Washington Post since they lost a lot of viewers and we're trying to figure out how to get viewership again. And so this is back here November 24th. I've been hitting them up since then. And I don't know, I just threw out, hey, you want viewers back? Have you thought about being journalists? I'm like, unbiased delivery of truth when globally needed truth is put on your desk. And these right here are all the top editors at the Washington Post. They're listed on their website, and I just chose the top editors. So these are real people that I've been sending that to. And I'm telling them, hey, get this to Bezos. I haven't really tried getting through to his fund because he's not going to do anything about actual real solutions. But I'm telling the Washington Post to get it to him too, but is he going to care? No. Why would he? Nobody does. So I shouldn't say that. I'd like to give him the opportunity to be the first that finally stands up and says, yeah, oh my God, this has been on the table and nobody's been doing this. But right now, they're using their financially fortunate situation to fight the global warming and to vaccinate livestock animals destined for human consumption to supposedly reduce methane emissions. Bezos has put in $9.4 million into developing a climate vaccine. $9.4 million for a climate vaccine when if we would just get on real solutions, we could stop all of this ridiculousness. The only way it seems to beat this is to boycott them. Because if you don't boycott them, they'll just keep doing it. You would like for people that are rich to actually do good for the world, and doing good for the world would be getting on this agenda. Jeff Bezos can put his money into the hemp revolution. Bill Gates too. Will they? No, Gates hasn't. And now I'm trying to get to Bezos. But if they put their money into this, that would be so much better for everything all around. And if we got on to, as Bill Gates said, we have to do end our disposable society, all of this packaging from his burger outing with Anderson. And it's crazy. You know how much you throw away when you go to a fast food place anywhere. It's ridiculous. But will they get on real solutions? I try, people. I try. But in the meantime, they want to play around with your food more than they already are. Yeah, want to start taxing. Like they want to carbon tax you. They want to tax the farmers. Whatever they can do to get more money for them to not spend it responsibly. Elon and Vivek are way overdue. So that's what they want. They just want to tax you to death, and then they shrink the consumer even more and take away your lifestyle even more. So these Brits, they're onto something, and that is probably the only way to defeat this mad scientist experiments that these rich people are playing with, instead of just getting on actual solutions that would actually achieve. Stay tuned, people.